The Government Accountability Office today both praised and criticized the Obama administration's website, set up to track the number of jobs created or saved by the economic stimulus. The GAO says it's a step toward accountability. But the head of the agency that oversees the stimulus program has written Congress that they can't guarantee any of the jobs have actually been created. Jonathan Karl continues on this story tonight. John?
Charlie, the government's top watchdog says that the White House has made a solid first step towards transparency in stimulus spending, but that those numbers of jobs saved and created have significant problems. More than 58,000 of the jobs the White House claims were created or retained by the stimulus come from projects where no money has been spent. Nearly 1 out of every 10 jobs claimed on the administration's recovery.gov website. That's according to a report by the Government Accountability Office. Republicans say the numbers don't add up.
The inaccuracy of the site also shows you just how inept the government is at getting the facts right and making them available to the public.
The White House says the problems are minimal and fixable.
I think the problems that we see out of 12 million data elements are probably less than 1%. There are errors that recipients made by and large in reporting that either they didn't have time to correct or didn't identify in time.
But the chairman of the board that oversees the stimulus tells Congress in a letter obtained by ABC News that he can't certify any of the jobs data now on the website because the information has all been reported by the grant recipients themselves and not independently verified. A lot of the errors are simply sloppy mistakes. In Virginia, Kevin Knight's company reported his roughly $700,000 stimulus project created 10 jobs in the 36th congressional district. That district doesn't exist, but his project does, and so do the jobs. He blames the mistake on a computer glitch.
It actually appeared on the website where I was. It kind of popped up based on the address and zip code.
On The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, Vice President Biden said the mistakes on recovery.gov don't add up to much and that there has been no wasteful spending.
We've been in business 7-8 months. Right. The one thing you haven't seen is that old thing about the dog that hadn't barked. You haven't seen these big wasteful projects. No one's come up with anything where we would have gone out there and spent $2 million on something that didn't exist.
The vice president's spokesperson today told us that the stimulus is, quote, the most transparent and accountable government program in American history. But that, Charlie, is not stopping the criticism here on Capitol Hill and demands for greater accuracy. As for those reports of fictional congressional districts, we are told that most of those were corrected today.
Jonathan Karl on Capitol.